The past 9 months have been some of the hardest days of our life. 297 straight days of hell on earth. I'm talking 16 hours from sunup to sundown. No breaks, no days off. We're jumping over hurdles, spending money we don't have, breaking laws, and making every sacrifice possible for us to live our dream. All excuses were left on the table. We weren't given any handouts. We didn't call and ask anyone how it's supposed to be done. We just did it. It was our first time sailing the new spirit animal since we revived it from its grave. But at this moment, the tables had turned. She was the one reviving us. It didn't matter that we left at 3 a.m. and hadn't slept. We've got endless horizons, flying fish jumping by the hundreds, wind in our sails, and we're on the fast track to Nassau. So far, the boat's sailing like the animal we turned her into. We haven't had any strong winds yet, but the hardtop doesn't seem to affect a thing. At the moment, she's about 80% of the way done, but she's standing tall and sailing strong as a testament to all those naysaying land lovers that didn't think we could do it. But Sasha and I never doubted. We always knew that we'd be the main characters in this tale of resilience, but more importantly, we are also the authors. As we sailed into Bimini, we were greeted by a rare pod of Atlantic spotted dolphins. We couldn't help but feel like they were a welcoming committee, initiating us back into the journey that nearly escaped us 2 years prior.
Made it to Bimini.
How's those waters for a change?
Yeah.
Look at the colors out there. We cleared customs and of course had to celebrate with a rum runner. After that, we found our good friends Ayana and Dre on SV Naida, who planned to buddy boat with us for a while. And then we immediately pushed off the dock to continue our journey. My sister Alina and another young fella named Josh, who's coming out to crew for a little bit, landing in Nassau tomorrow, which is why we had to pack up shop and leave the way we did. Luckily the weather's held up, but by sunset the sleep deprivation was starting to get real. So Sasha took her first nap as we headed off into the Bahama banks. The following morning, we were dodging squalls and freighters as we headed through the tongue of the ocean, cranking up and motoring as we needed. We were absolutely exhausted, but 37 hours after pushing off the coast of Florida, we finally reached our destination.
Land ho! Well, we made it to Nassau. We were in West Bay, but it is a bit rolly. What do you think about the swell and how...
Is there alcohol in here?
No.
Thought it was coffee.
The one downfall to monohulls.
What, you had to drink alcohol?
Ow. No. The rockiness.
Oh, bird. We got birds. We quickly threw the rods in to see if there was anything under the birds, but we didn't have any luck. We only had the lines in for a couple minutes because we were pulling up to see some of our really good friends. Found some strangers in Nassau.
Help!
Amy!
Amy!
Reunited?
We're back!
Bahamas, love and love.
Reunited in a new world. Hilton and Amy are some of our really close friends. We met them a couple years ago when we were sailing our own boats through the Caribbean. Since then, we've speared tons of fish together, shared many meals around a campfire, and ironically, they were also stuck in Fort Lauderdale for many months fixing up this boat before they took it over to become the captains. So to tie up next to them and reunite over the crystal clear waters where we all met is somewhat of a dream. Now that we're back in the Bahamas, we are spearfishing for our food. And the last thing we think about doing while we're out here is staying hydrated, which is why we want to take a second to thank this week's sponsor, Element. Sometimes we go spearfishing for 7 hours without taking a break. And during that time, we're dragging around the dinghy for miles, swimming against currents, and fighting fish trying to bring them to the surface. It's almost inevitable that every time someone cramps up.
Since we've started drinking Element, we've noticed a huge difference in our performance and we no longer cramp.
Element doesn't have any of the sugar or BS ingredients like the other competitors. It's made up of 3 key electrolytes, sodium, potassium, and magnesium, which play an important role in replenishing the nutrients your body loses through physical exercise.
Yes, you could just drink water, but these 3 key ingredients in Element help you absorb that water. We even notice a difference when we're chilling all day at the office and sitting down not doing a thing.
Right now, Element is offering a free sample pack with your order, which includes all 8 flavors if you use our link drinkelement.com/spirit animal. This is available to any new customers as well as returning customers. Stay salty and let's get back to the episode. It was our first real day in the Bahamas, and for most people, this would be a day that's hard to forget. But for us boaters, it's a pretty average day on the water. Our crew is landing tomorrow, and something we've always wanted to do is upgrade our outboard to a 30 horse so we can easily plane out with 4 people, dive gear, and a cooler full of fish. We are in somewhere downtown Nassau, and we are picking up our new outboard engine as well as doing some grocery shopping. We got Sailing Naida here too.
Yeah, what time is it? How long did that take?
It was actually 17 miles, and it took us just over an hour to get there. Whoa! Let's see those muscles! Ooh. Maybe you might have to grab the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, appreciate it, man.
Here, I'll stop traffic.
No. Hold on. Thanks, man.
See? I told ya! See, that's how you're supposed to stop
Good job,
traffic.
Sasha. You're bold.
Gotta be.
People are still honking.
Well, on our way here, we had the unfortunate circumstance of one of our patches falling off over our largest hole in the dinghy.
That's a big ass hole. You got a staple gun?
We'll figure this out, I guess. The last thing we wanted to do was put our brand new engine on a flat dinghy. We didn't have any other options, so we jumped on board to test the weight.
All right, so we just got a brand new engine. Dinghy has a massive hole in the side. That. And we got an 11-mile journey back to the sailboat. Terrible timing to get a brand new engine on our part. Terrible timing to get a hole in the dinghy, I would say. But we needed this bigger engine so we could plane out with 4 people, 5 people, 6 people. Right now, this dinghy can only plane out with 3 people. Nice. All right, so right now we have a massive hole in our dinghy, and we're kind of desperate. We have no dinghy patch, so we're gonna try to just zip tie this bitch together.
With an hour ride back to the boat, we had to figure something out. So we poked some holes alongside the cut and stitched it up with some zip ties in the hopes we could limp back to the boat to fix this thing permanently. You know, that's probably why it didn't hold, was because there was still water in there.
All right. All right, it's starting to bubble. Definitely slower, still very fast. All right, we're gonna get on plane and keep pumping.
Oh, look at that.
Hold on to your panties.
Here we go.
Must have a lot of water in the pontoon.
Drea and Ayana's engine impeller went out, but guess what? Luckily, they're with us because we seem to have an extra on board.
You cannot make this shit up, man.
Of course, all the engines require a different fuel to oil ratio.
How about we pour half of this gas tank into that one, and then we'll double the fuel in that one.
I can't believe this has happened to us at the exact moment.
This is why you buddy boat.
Nice. Look at that. That's decent.
We are trying to be as environmentally friendly as possible here.
This is not going on
Lord
YouTube.
forgive us.
Someone will.
Commit, commit.
I'm committed.
That should do it, I think. Got it?
Tilt her down.
Other way, other way. Check that out.
Life could be worse.
You'd be sitting at an office job right now. Right? That's what Drake kept
Crying
saying.
about how I just want to quit this job and stay on the Caribbean. But here we are. What happened?
That fuel line didn't have any fuel in it before. Priming the wrong line.
Too many Capri Suns for you, Dre?
There's too many fuel lines.
Squeeze them all. Oh, I know why, because it's not plugged into your new gas tank.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's good now. Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
go ahead,
okay.
start it.
Oh, we better go.
We gotta go. We got a motor to get right. Shit.
Yours died? Yours died.
Oh, we're not. I don't think that. We don't. We're not plugged in. This is a shit show. Okay, now I gotta prime it.
Prime it.
A 17-mile dinghy ride, a pop dinghy, a torn impeller, a brand new engine we're trying to break in, no funnel, and you gotta mix the gasoline with what you got. Life on the water is never easy, and there's never a dull moment. If you're a lazy person, this lifestyle is definitely not for you. There's always some sort of wrench or curveball heading your way. But once again, we survived another day on the water, and I'm sure this won't be the last time that buddy boating saves the day.
Their impeller went out.
not catch a break. Oh, we had a hell of a journey.
Oh, that was some trip.
What an adventure.
Well, we've got quite the excitement going on yet again. We've got Josh. We've got a storm in the horizon, distance, whatever you
Been on the
say.
boat for maybe 20-30 minutes, and we got a lightning storm and a fish on.
Yeah.
Life's good.
His first fish ever. Keep reeling. Can you see him yet?
You close? Yeah, he is.
Oh, that's a big fish, babe. That's a big fish.
Oh, it's huge. Jack Creval.
Jack Treval. We'll be back.
All right, so everyone knows the shovel. The shovel. She's about to be on board. And we got her a custom pillow. And decorated the boat with the OG shovel. Oh yeah, I think she'll love it.
Let's go get her.
Let's go. Oh yeah. About to make a trash run. Hold it down, bro. Don't sail away. It's always entertaining to pick someone up from the airport. Typically, we just drop them a pin on a beach somewhere so they don't have an address to tell the taxi driver. Luckily, Alina had a friend here on the island who's also a local here in Nassau. Her name's Allie, and she is a realtor, so hit her up if you guys ever need any properties. We got Alina to the boat, and we're anxious to see her reaction to our custom decorations. Here. Here.
Oh, thanks.
Like your room?
Yeah. Oh my god. What a staple. This is amazing. Wow. She's beautiful. I'm gonna sit with her every night.
Here, we have to put the spotlight on you. There.
Oh my god. That is hilarious. How'd you guys? Oh, it's Velcro.
Yeah.
So if I'm ever hungry at night, I can just.
Well, the bottom's not Velcroed, I guess. But whatever.
Ayana did it. It's okay. We can redo it.
That is so funny. I love
Yeah,
it.
so when you're hungry, just,
Just hop on over.
grab your
and-
utensil and just start eating.
Oh, I love it.
Cool.
Already feels like home.
While Alina and Josh got unpacked and situated, Sasha and I threw a patch on the dinghy. We used 5200, which has proven to hold up extremely well on patches in the past, and with the dinghy in this kind of condition, we really don't care how it looks just as long as we never have to mess with it again. After that was done, we threw on raincoats and got the boat ready to take off. We've got one last date to make because tomorrow's Alina's birthday and we want to give her a surprise. Some of you may not know this, but I actually have two sisters, and they're identical twins. So Ariana's gonna fly out with her boyfriend to surprise Alina at Staniel Key Yacht Club. Their plane is landing tomorrow morning and they plan to stay for a week. So rain or shine, we gotta sail 80 miles through the night and get to Staniel Key. We still put the rods out even though the weather was absolutely terrible. But we still managed to catch a small tuna. And we have our first Pokeballs on the new spirit animal. We are healing hard right now. Boat's leaning, it was very difficult, but it's gonna be worth it.
It's better than cucumber tacos.
Got you a little shovel.
Oh my, wow. The surprises never end. Look at that.
Needs to be bigger.
It does. It was disappointing.
These Pokeballs were heavenly, but as the sun went down, the seas grew and we had a pretty rough night of sailing, which is unfortunate because it's Alina's first sail ever. But no one got sick and we arrived in Staniel the next morning, eager to get on land.
We made it! We're anchored! The dinghy?
Banged and battered, but we're ready to get banged up.
We're on our way to Staniel Key Yacht Club. We are ready to grab a couple drinks and some food and finally relax. Ah! Could have warned me. Graceful. Let's see how you do it, Josh.
We good. She may have had her suspicions, but Alina walked into the surprise happier than ever, and so did we. We had no more obligations or places to be. It was finally time to take a deep breath, relax, and enjoy the boat for the reasons why we built it in the first place. We had yet to enjoy the fruits of our labor, and after a couple rounds of pina coladas, all our stresses and boat projects were pushed back and forgotten for another day. It was time to celebrate their birthday and let the week of festivities begin.
I made it through everything I never thought I would. Heading back, now I'm here and it just feels so good. We're alive, we can breathe, now let's break some rules. It's time to jump, time to scream, can we act like fools? I deserve a little bit of fun. You and I until the sun comes up. I deserve a little bit of fun. Let me feel a million pretty spots. Make me forget everything that haunted me at night. If you're here next to me, I know I'll be alright. Black and white, not anymore, bright colors in my eyes. It's time to dance, to let go, to finally live my life. I deserve a little bit of fun. You and I until the sun comes up. I deserve a little bit of fun. Let me feel a million pretty spots. A little bit of fun is all I want. I'll be okay. I feel at home. A little bit of fun is all I need. I'll be okay. I feel the heat. I deserve a little bit of fun. You and I until the sun comes up. I deserve a little bit of fun. Let me feel a million pretty spots.
We had an amazing week, but once Jeff and Ari left, it was time to continue the adventure. The following day, we decided to tackle some boat projects and finally got around to wiring in our VHF.
Radio check, this is Spirit Animal. Can anybody hear me?
Loud and clear.
And we stuck a really cool decal on the underside of the hardtop to give it a nice finishing touch.
Although we checked a lot of boxes this last week, there was still one thing we haven't done due to the amount of people we had on the boat. It was finally time to go chase some tail. And for this, we're gonna head further east into some better hunting grounds. But if there was more fish, there's always more sharks. And little did I know that we were sailing towards a moment that was gonna be burned in my memory forever. What's up, everybody? We are still alive, our relationship is better than ever, and our boat is still floating. I know it's been 4 weeks since we posted, but we've had an insane month. It started off when we went to Indiana and visited our good friend Joel and his family. He took us hunting. We were unsuccessful, but it was an absolutely amazing time. And then we went to the Annapolis Boat Show, and this was nuts. I'm sure a lot of you guys are wondering what happened at the International Cruises Awards, because we asked each and every one of you to vote for us as the best YouTube channel.
Well, you guys ended up pulling through for us, and we made the top 3 along with We Sails and La Vagabond, and ended up winning the preliminary voting by over 1,000 votes.
That's a win.
But it wasn't up to that. The top 3 channels were put in front of the judges panel.
And on Friday, October 13th, we found out that we were the #1 sailing channel, according to my mother and all of you guys who voted for us. But it's not about that. Honestly, when they said Spirit Animal and the crowd roared, Spirit Animal, we got chills down our spines, and just the amount of love that we got from the boat show was so amazing. It's something we've never experienced before, and for you guys to come up and tell us that our channel is inspiring you, it's just very motivating for us to continue and to bring you guys epic videos.
And we also had a patron meetup, and we had 60 of you guys come out, and it was pouring rain, but we still had the most amazing time. And yeah, just your support really does mean everything to us.
And speaking of the patron meetup, we've got some new patrons that signed up, and we really want to thank you guys and welcome you to the crew. And we also want to give an extra big thank you to the patrons that signed up for the upper tier and get a plaque on the spirit animal. You guys are the heart and soul of this channel, and we really would not be doing this without our patrons.
But thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Spirit Animal, and we'll see you on the next episode.